What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me. It is September 17th, 2020. Brian here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. We got the new moon in Virgo today. It's trining Saturn. It's making some other crazy aspects too. So let's jump into the chart because this is a big day. I think, we already talked about the trine to Saturn and how in, May 22nd, we got the new moon trine to Saturn in Aquarius. Well, there's just a lot more going on too. We got Uranus here making a sesquiquadrant. We got Mars here making a quincunx. We are squaring the nodes. There is so much pressure on this cycle right now. There's so much pressure to go and innovate and just be unpredictable, to make a big choice to go towards your destiny, towards a reality that you want, it's karmic, it's fated, and you know it. You know you're going through it right now, which is the crazy thing. And it's like this huge portal today. It's more than just a lunar cycle, I would say. This is really going and making you find the purity of the life you want. It's trying to keep you curious. These new moons that trine Saturn, they were both in Mercury ruled signs. There's so much about being curious and trying to figure things out. And Saturn's like, okay, it's like we just went through summer school with Saturn retrograde. And we started it off with a trine to a new moon. And now Saturn's about to station and go direct. And we're ending summer school. And here we are, about to leave the season of summer astrologically as we enter Libra, which is fall. It's cardinal air, starts off the season of fall. And here we are, like, entering the school year, and it's like, oh, summer was fun. Summer school had a great time, but did you learn anything? Were you curious? Did you figure things out? Did you try and make your environment better? Did you align yourself with your heart? I mean, wow, it's a lot, and it's like we didn't know we were getting a test. Oh, pop quiz, and guess what? This test puts you in the class that you're going to spend the rest of this year in, or even longer. So it's like, did you figure out where you're going to go in life? And, do you get to go into the class with your high vibe homies and have a good time? Or are you in the class with all the troublemakers and it's just hell's breaking loose and everybody's in trouble and everybody's mad at each other? It feels like that to me, to be honest. And it's like, it's almost like the hardest thing we had to do was take initiative for what we really wanted. With Mars here in Aries going retrograde, squaring Saturn, there's big blocks put up in life right now. If it's not, karmically meant for us, if it's not responsible, if it's not creating the reality we desire, and that sesquiquadrant to Uranus is hard. It really is. Yes, they're in the same element, but it is Earth. So this is definitely about the reality. This is a reality change in the most unpredictable, unforeseen way that we're about to step into. And we got to set the intentions here to make it what we want and to be pure. Hopefully we figured things out as we move into this fall season, as we go into this school season, if you will, as souls, where we're about to learn things. And I think the more curious and more analytical we can be, and the more open we can be to create win-win situations in life, the better we're going to be. The moon today is going to transit into Libra. So again, there's definitely a big win-win thing going on with us emotionally where, we're finding the purity of our heart. We're finding the reality that feels right. But now we got to weigh some things out and make sure that, we're coming from that ultimate pure place of the harmony within ourselves and finding harmony within others as well. Mercury, of course, squaring Jupiter and going to square all the Capricorn energy. We have a lot going on in our mind right now, like everybody does, and it can feel like this is putting so much stress on Mercury. Mercury in Libra, it has to deal with other people. It has to deal with us. It has to deal with balance, relationships. There's so much, and then we got Venus in Leo, just trying to show us that the ultimate life is obtainable and it's from your heart, and having the courage to towards the things and for the things and for the relationships and the people that actually make you feel good. And you know, feeling good from within yourself and just having that light within. So it's a big day. There's a lot going on, and I say it all the time, but it is. And this is almost like the biggest portal to this new world. And Saturn's going to open the gate to your karmic destiny, but you have to make a choice. Remember, we got the nodes being squared by this new moon. So it's like you're going to take the high road to the north node, or you're going to take the low road to the south node. And I honestly think that you guys watching this I don't believe any of you guys are going to take the low road, but look, this is where it comes into play. Is like there's people in this reality that are not going to be curious, create win-win situations. There's people that are going to be stuck in their beliefs. They're going to be stuck in that they know everything, in their certainty. And this is where we have to see that and just, you know, go away from it. We don't want to play into that game. That's like a part of this lesson. Are you going to play into this structure that's falling apart, that's trying to bring everybody to the south node? Or are we going to go towards the north node and be curious and figure out things and look for truth and not just believe that everything's going to be fine if somebody gets elected or somebody else or this person's going to save us? We have to save ourselves in our environment. Like the true savior is you, and it's how you react to what's coming in the world. So there's so much positive here, really, because so many souls are going to find their sovereignty, and whatever goes on out there is not going to affect you, and you're not going to have to be brought down by that shit. But a lot of people aren't, and I think that's too where, you know, I would say the most of the people watching this, we have to take the high road and start seeing win-wins and not get mad or think people are dumb or whatever. Like, we have to understand that they're going through their own soul growth and they chose that road for a reason. And we might not know the reason, they might not know the reason, but it was meant to be for their soul growth. And there's grace in that. And I think that's, you know, a lot of this is like stepping into grace. Purity. Purity is grace. And it comes from the heart. And it comes by, you know, being willing to pivot and make changes and not just get upset and beat our head against a wall. You know? So, a powerful shift today. Definitely. And there's big choices to be made. And I think you all know it. You can feel it. I can feel it. But we got to be willing to do it. Me too. Trust me. Me too. Card for the day is the Knave of Pentacles. So that's the Page of Pentacles, of course. And we have to be curious about the reality we can have. We have to be curious about the relationships, the values, the honest to God life that we want. And the more certain we are, we're going to miss out on the adventure. We're going to miss out on the message. It's like we really have to be curious. We have to embrace like the youthfulness within us and just understand that we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but you know what? We should have the courage to go on the journey and learn and figure it out. And to know that, you know what, everybody's kind of just figuring it out right now. And what's the point of getting upset at people for their beliefs when the South Node's in Sag and we all know that we don't want to go there? We have to go towards facts, towards truth, what makes sense, the truth within you, our environment. The more we worried about this crazy world we live in, which is so set up right now to suck us into that South Node. It's just the way the world, it's like these people plan this out. Like whatever you want to call the people in charge of everything. They look at astrology 100%, whether they're astrologers or they have astrologers. Like they know the South Node's in Sag right now, and they're just funneling people into that black hole of it's never going to fulfill you. And, you know, the powerful sovereign beings like you are going to keep looking for the truth within you, keep building your environment, and, you know, use this portal to make the reality what you want by being the ultimate unique soul that you are, and by standing in your identity, standing in your truth, and not letting anybody take your power, and to acknowledge the power in others. And if other people are causing problems in your life, well, guess what? They don't deserve to be there. Sorry. I love you guys very much. I hope you enjoy this day. I hope that this new moon really does take you to the purity and the love within yourself, and that you're in a place where you're going towards the ultimate reality for you. I truly do, and I wish you all my best. And I love you so much, and I truly appreciate you for watching. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.